Hello there, Claire here in the Pacific Northwest Puget Sound area, Grow Zone 8B, and I'm back this week as well as my roses. They've come back too, and I'm so happy to have this flush of color before it starts gearing up for fall. But I have so many cool things happening in the garden I can't wait to show you. But this past little over a week, my sister's been here visiting, and we've gone on so many adventures and seen so many epic things that I cannot wait to share them all with you. So let's not waste time on this. Let's go see that.
So practically the minute that my sister landed, we immediately had to go blackberry picking in my neighborhood in the alleyways and get some amazing treats because they're just so heavy with fruit. We ended up making a blackberry cobbler. And then the very next day, we went to go pick blueberries at the blueberry park. And we got so many of those. We're still eating on them, actually. But when you come out here, there's just such a varied landscape. So I had to take her to go beach combing when the tide was low. And we found some amazing little
That is
creatures. We found a lot of
incredible.
starfishes,
It's
actually,
so
but this is the
big. Oh,
prettiest
you don't want
one.
to touch it?
I've never seen one this
Yeah,
big, and it was so
that's
vibrant
cool though.
purple. And it's just amazing to me that out here, like, you can be at the beach, you get hungry for a little snack, there's just berries ready to be eaten by everybody. So of course we had to take advantage of that and avail ourselves to the fruit in front of us. And the whole reason why my sister came out here is because we wanted to take a girls' trip to the Cascades and see some of those trails and those sites because we've heard so many wonderful things about them. And when you're driving there, one of the first things you see is this waterfall. There's like a pull off area, and then you walk out on this metal grate that's high above this stream down here that I think feeds into Lake Diablo, which is this, and it was amazing. It was so beautiful. The sun was setting, so it's got like kind of an orangey tint there, but the water is like crystal clear blue, like blue Gatorade blue. It's so pretty and just breathtaking. Just you'd have to be there basically. Like I know it looks pretty in the pictures, but it's just so awe-inspiring
Video
person.
your
And then
process.
here I am trying to take a selfie
So
above
this is
it.
very edge-like. This is edge adjacent. Where we are is edge adjacent. We promised when we came over here that we would not get on the edge, and we are not. We're very far from it.
This is the results of my selfie, but we did take a good one afterwards. On the way there, there was a wildfire actually on one side of the mountain, and there was like hundreds of people there, fire crews working day and night. So this was right by the road as we're driving by. They were actively working on putting it out, and it smelled very smoky. And there was even signs we were about to hike, saying, "Be careful of fire, be mindful of that." We decided to go ahead and go hiking that evening because it was actually about to be sunset time, and this was only like a 1 mile hike, and it was so easy. It was mostly paved, so it was a mile in, mile out. It made us think like, oh, tomorrow when we do our big hike, easy peasy lemon squeezy, because we did the 2 miles just so quickly. But we were in for a surprise. Oh, and here's my story of how I accidentally sprayed us with bear spray. And guess what? Surprise, surprise, bear spray came out. And but the wind blew it like directly onto both of us, so we were like wheezing and coughing and running and trying to get away from it. And then we had to go get a piece of paper to put to pay for the parking, and then we had to come back to the car, so we had to come back to the bear spray area over and over and over. We woke up at sunrise so that we could get started when it was still cool outside. We decided to do the trail counterclockwise according to advice because they said that was the best views, and it was kind of doing the hard part first. And so we did that, and everywhere we looked was like a Bob Ross painting. It was just so gloriously beautiful and mountainy and breathtaking. Here's me doing my Olin Mills portrait studio pose. And then this right here, there's like a waterfall right there that feeds into the Rainey Lake. That is where we were the night before, just from a much higher vantage point. So, you know how when people film themselves walking for travel videos and they're like upbeat and happy? Well, we were already exhausted. We were literally dragging our knuckles on the ground like cave women, just trudging along.
Where I just trudged. But it's so spectacular and worth it.
At this point, we had already been up doing this for hours and hours, and we had almost seen 0 people. It was around this time we started seeing like a lot more people out and about, but it felt nice to have the trail all to ourselves for a while. We found snacks. We're really good at finding snacks, and we needed it because we had been going for probably 5 hours at this point and found a lot of little creatures, butterflies, and marmosets, and a lot of little squirrels and chipmunks running around. We even saw something called a pika, I think. It's like, looks literally like Pikachu. It's so cute. And then here we are, like pretty much to the top of this trail. We got there and it was so hot, but we did it. And then on the way back down, we found this mountain stream. And then we had gone to Mount Rainier like 2 years ago. We found another mountain stream and we would actually drink out of it. And then as we like continue to hike, there was a bathroom like not that far above it. So not in the same scenario this time. That is Lake Anne. And we had been hiking for like 6 hours at this point. And we were like, should we take the extra mile trail down to Lake Anne? We decided, yes, we're going to do it. We're going to get into the water. We're going to swim in it. So we did that in our clothes. We contemplated skinny dipping, but you know, you can see the lake from the trail. So we were like not trying to traumatize all the peoples. But oh my gosh, when I tell you, this was so mountainy cold, like just waterfalls from ice caps, kind of cold. That's what this was like. It was amazing, and I do not regret jumping in with all my clothes on. And my sister got in. We swam together, and I looked like the girl from The Ring trying to get out of it. But you know, then we walked the rest of the way in our soaking wet clothes, found more snacks.
Blueberries. You can see them better from this direction. I've got a handful right here that I'm about to pop into my mouth.
We had celebrated being done because we thought, oh, it's like literally just a skip and a walk to the car. It ended up not being the case, but that's fine. We actually saw so many beautiful like wildflowers and stuff on the way to the car. And then we also found some more snacks. We found some salmon berries and had to eat some of those. So we ate these wild berries. We didn't get sick. So, and then we had to take a celebratory picture at the very bottom of the trail. And then when we came back into town, we decided that one of our bucket list things we wanted to do was go to a Upic Dahlia farm, and we found one on Bainbridge Island. And it was just so overwhelmingly incredible. Like, all of these were so amazing. It took me like 10 minutes to like pick some of the first couple of blooms because you wanted to pick like the perfect one. And but you know, I just had to make a final
Come
choice.
Here now. Oh. I should not be in a position to make decisions like this. I'm very good. Oh, she's telling me to put it back. That's what she's doing. Put it next to you again.
She's like, I'm the flower queen. Oh, did you say it?
Queen.
I'm the flower queen.
I'm the flower queen.
Like, you know how they do in Florida.
Yeah, you can turn your back. Am I supposed to be taking pictures or video?
I don't know.
Okay.
And sadly, with a little over a week with my sister, this was our last grand adventure, and I miss her already. But now I will commence with showing you the growth in my own garden.
Okay, I have to, before we get started, I have to show you guys my latest acquisition, and that is my cute little wooden shoes that I found at the thrift store for $5. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to get them because I've always wanted some, and now I get to live out my little fantasy of being a little French farm girl out here amongst my beautiful flowers. Speaking of flowers, let me give you this overall view of this spot right here. This is so beautiful and perfect and better than anything I could have ever imagined, and it came to life. Who would have thought? And these cosmos, oh my gosh. I was talking to my sister about how, like, I used to always tell people that if you want a plant that's going to grow and look fabulous and be fun and bring you color and just look really fantastic, plant zinnias, because they always want to live. Well, barely any of mine have wanted to live, but so now I've told her I'm replacing that one, my favorite flower, with cosmos, because they have done so well. They've taken very little care and upkeep. I just come out and, you know, pick off the spent buds, and they keep on making more and more. Here are my dahlias that I had grown from seed, and I'll have to put a video in here that I took earlier before these ones died off. There's going to be some more opening up, but these were just so pretty. But I am loving this one. This one's so pretty, this white one with the yellow center. And we've got, oh, this one is another dahlia, and this is a very unique, cute little dainty flower here. This one's been open for a while, so it's not at its best, but it's super cute.
Here are the ones when they first open. There's the white and yellow one, this little pink one that has kind of like hot pink stripes on it, and then this just really pretty kind of hot pink color as well. I love all of them.
So my puppy gave us a scare, and she had swallowed some string, and I got to thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder if it's from the PTP, because she had you know, been eating some peas, and this had gotten broken, and you know, what if she ate this? In addition to, she opened up a baseball, you know, the string inside that. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take these pots, and I'm gonna have to move them back here into this don't mind the mess over here, but the that little area, I think, so I can keep my pots and the things growing, like the marigolds, and I've got radishes in them, going strong somewhere else, though, where the string is not out here. Look at this radiant sunflower right here. This is from the bird seed that I had thrown out, and it's just so beautiful and perfect. We've got some fun surprises over here. So this is growing up. The trellis here, I'll put that there. It'll stay in place. I'll let it grow just a little bit taller, but check this out. There is a hay pumpkin hanging off the side right there. And not to mention, I've got this big old guy here, and check out this one underneath here. It's doing so good. And then we have in here a bunch of cherry tomatoes ready to be picked and eaten, and some even more through here. that are ready to go. So we're gonna have some salad tonight because I still need to come out here and utilize this lettuce. It's getting a little long in the tooth, so gotta take advantage of it. But everything is just looking so full and happy over here. Okay, and this is the most amazing, coolest part of my garden, I think. And this is the Three Sisters garden. You can see there's a little pumpkin putting out fruit over there, and it's growing up the fence, and so are these beans. And let me just show you these beans right here. So I need to come out here and pick these because these are green beans. But what's supposed to be really cool about this variety is that when you get it and you cook it, it turns green. So it goes from purple to green. So I'm excited to see that in action. And I've got so many all the way down. And back here on this fence, let me zoom in over there. It's kind of hard to get into that area, but there is just beans all over this fence over here. And then we've got just so many beans growing up and around. Oh, look at that. It's growing all the way up and all the way to the top of that stalk. Oh, it's hanging over. So maybe it'll come back down and wind itself around. But it's very tangly and jungly. But there's another pumpkin at the back of the fence right there, and this is fun. The pumpkin vine has gone through the fence and is growing along the fence line. So maybe we'll get some more pumpkins along here. Roses are back, and I'm loving these so much. I'm loving the delicate blush pink on the very tips of these white roses. Look at that. And then we have some red ones opening up, and then of course the sunset, whatever variety, I just call it my sunset roses, opening up and looking so gorgeous and cheery over there. I'm loving this garden space more and more each week because more things are opening up. The snapdragons are opening up there, and there. I've got some celosia out here that's starting to get little plumes on the end. I've got some stock that they kind of grew a little bit. I don't know the word. They were a little leggy and kind of flopped over, but they've still sprouted. And I've got another beautiful gladiola in the back. It's that gorgeous hot pink red color, and just all the color that's kind of coming alive over here. I've still got some sweet peas over here. Some of them have put out seed, so I'll collect that for next year. But I'm still having some blooms here and there. And then the fennel has flowered, and so that's another beautiful pop of color out here. My puny little peppers are doing a lot better now that I moved them out here kind of in this front spot to get more sunshine. The tomatoes are doing well. Oh, this was so exciting. Look at all these jalapenos growing here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, a bunch. Actually, there's some like little bitty ones up here I almost didn't see. So this was a surprise to me the other day. And then we've got our tomatoes, which some are starting to turn red. I've got this pepper plant, which, oh, this was another jalapeno plant. Oh, there's a big one right there. That one's probably ready to go. I can move this. See that guy? And then here are either poblanos or bell peppers, but I don't see any fruits on these yet. And more peppers, more of the tomatoes. I put 3 tomato plants that were teeny tiny little ones, thinking that maybe only one would survive, but they all have. And then this guy, I'm just so lazy, I keep forgetting to put him in there. And then when I see him, I'm like, oh, I should give him a home. And then I keep forgetting, so I'll have to do that soon. Thanks so much for sticking around to see what we've gotten into this week and I guess week and a half. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be able to share the beautiful things that I've been able to experience with my sister. Just give you a little glimpse of it, because Lord knows my pictures and videos do not do this place justice. But I hope you've been getting on some equally epic adventures of your own out and about around the world. And I'd love to hear about what you've been up to this summer. So I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.